Coach Hoffner, please.
Thanks, Paul. What a hard-fought battle. You got to give Northern State tons of credit. They came into our house, had a tie game at half, 17-17. We thought that we could come out and have our way with them in the second half like we've done in the past, and they weren't going to allow that. They had some very methodical drives, and, you know, we went for it a lot. It was four-down territory. I think Coach Prosser ended up getting us in the end zone finally. And, you know, we had to kick a field goal the first time we were down there, down 10, and it barely went in. And so that brought us within striking distance. And then we were fortunate enough to kick a ball that one of their players dropped, and Ty was on the spot and recovered it, which was very crucial. And then in overtime, I thought our defense was exceptional. It's very unfortunate that they got a sideline penalty to put them out of field goal and or striking distance, because they had played so hard and done so many great things. But it was a testament to our players. You know, we overcame a holding penalty in overtime, and it was 4th and 1, and they called timeout. We had a chance to think about it a little bit more. You know, we get less than a yard. We truly believe that we should be able to get a yard no matter what part of the field we're on, and we did it earlier in the game too. In overtime, it wasn't that big a deal, but hats off to Northern State. But I'm also very proud of these two young men, and I'm very proud of every student athlete that contributed, and our coordinators who put our players in a position to make plays. But let's make no mistake about it, we got a lot of work to do.
Can you just talk a little bit about the thought process there? You're lining up to go for the field goal. What changed in the timeout? There was just that you had more time to think about it?
To be really frank with you, it was the bobble snap after the whistle blew by the holder. I was like, whoa, we're not going to do that. We can get a yard. And so we changed our mind and went for it. And JD, you know, not only can throw the ball, but can run the ball exceptionally well. And he went to pay dirt without being touched until after he was across the goal line.
JD, you know, this is your year. You come back, you know, for this special year. You find yourself on the bench in the fourth quarter. Just what were you thinking, and, you know, the turnover and stuff? Just how are you handling that on the sidelines?
Yeah, so the main thing is just to stay composed, obviously, and to understand that this is a team game. This is not just my game. It's not just one person's game, right? So we're going to do whatever we can to win the game and put the best players in at that time. And so that's kind of just the mindset that I was kind of rolling with during that time. Just trusting in the coaches, trusting in our offense, trusting in our defense that we were going to come out on top today. So.
Did Hayden get a little bit nicked up on that hit?
Yeah, I thought he was, and I thought it was a good opportune time for JD to come back in and, you know, take charge as a senior. I thought he did some really good things down the stretch and led our team. And, you know, we did enough to win a football game, but, you know, we're proud of Hayden. We're proud of everybody who contributed to this football contest. Hayden had a really nice drive. His first throw, how about that, as a college football player, throwing a touchdown to Jalen Sample. We couldn't have scripted that. It was a really nice throw, great protection. And Jalen did a great job of slipping the DB, and Jalen's got tremendous speed and took it to the house. So, you know, Hayden did a lot of really good things. JD did a lot of really good things. You know, neither of them were perfect, but that's why we play the game, and we strive for excellence, and we know nobody's perfect when we play the football game.
They ran up and down against you guys in the second half there. So you get to the overtime. How'd you guys come up with a stop there?
Basically, it was time to put our foot down. Anytime we get in the red zone, our goal is to force a fourth down decision. So basically, we knew our down the distance. We knew it was overtime. You just had to put everything on the line at that point, and just put a stop and say no, that you can't get it.
Cole, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. Coach, there was a lot of adversity faced today. how did you prepare the team in order to stay level-headed to persevere late in the game?
I think I understood the question about adversity and perseverance. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think it starts with the leadership. These two young men were at the coin toss at the beginning of the game. They're out there in overtime. They're the guys that we lean on, and they came through great in the end. I think, to be really frank with you, I'm not sure how seriously we took Northern State, and that's a hindsight thing. If we lose that game, I can tell you for sure that, we couldn't overcome adversity, difficulty, challenges, which every great team has to do. And this is the first time this team has had to do that. And we had a lot of new players and a lot of new places, but I think it boils down to the leadership of these two young men to help us persevere in a really difficult environment. And I will say this about the end of the game, when Ty talked about how they made a stop, I thought our fans came through just amazing, how loud they were and supportive they were at the end of that contest. So that was very appreciative too.
JD, how much is it just the outcome of this game just changed the whole outlook of the season? If you guys lose this one, backs against the wall, whatever you want to call it, just to be able to come back, how much of a boost you guys get out of that? And just how much of a relief do you feel right now?
So I mean, it's always nice to come out on top and catch a dub, but I think the mindset that we're going to try to have moving forward is to go 1-0 and to just try and dominate every team that we come across. And Coach mentioned that maybe we didn't take Northern as serious, and that's why the game was what it was, and it had to come down to what it was. And so moving forward, I think a lot of us have to now really start to pay attention to detail during practice in the film room, taking things serious, and just mentally preparing, physically preparing, and emotionally preparing for anything that comes our way, right? Because you never know what you're going to get in the game. Nothing's ever predetermined, right? You have to earn everything that you get.
How about the fact we haven't played since 2019? You guys are probably on the field completely.
How exciting was that?
How was that?
I was so happy for these guys. They came back just so they could play more football. I'm really pleased that they had a chance to enjoy a 1-0 victory. I'm really proud of them.
One more question if you guys have one. Cole or Chad? Cole, one last question?
Nope.
Okay, thanks very much, you guys.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Roll her.